incredible trick, and he's one of the skaters who are flying the most on the ramp.
Benny Huber, one of the most powerful European skaters, despite being a rookie. Part of the way he got that way was skating on the 1999 European Amateur Circuit. Everybody on that circuit came out as a pro this year, already a veteran to competition.
Tobias, he's just unbelievable. He's very young, and he can do everything. Everything. He can do 900s, beautiful 720s, 540s, McTwist the other way, all the grinds. Tobias, he's a great kid too.
There's no question that the amateur circuit from Europe provided us with the best new talent on the tour last season. Tobias Bucher arguably has had the biggest impact of any of the new rookies, especially after his World Championship performance where he took second place to the veteran Ty Chris.
And landed some of the most difficult tricks of the season on the vert ramp. One of the only skaters to beat Toby in the European circuit, Spaniard Nel Martin, who won that last year.
Nel Martin mixes some of the most difficult spins, showing you the forward 900 there, and this is his trademark, grinding all the way across the coping with those advanced lip tricks.
And on street, the powerful Fabrice Lallemand. Total confidence following the footsteps of older brother Thierry Lallemand, who's been on the tour for 3 years.
And just to give you an idea of the depth of the talent over there on the European continent, last year's amateur street champion came all the way from Slovenia, Samo Bajet.
When we come back, you're going to see some new faces. These are the faces of the 2000 ASA European Amateur Circuit, all trying to vie to become the new pros.
The road to the ASA European Championships is brought to you by L2 Jeans, altitude tested by Team L2, by Sega.
Welcome back to the road to the ASA European Championships. Thousands of skaters from all over Europe competed in 7 cities, including Rome, Italy, Sàttel, Switzerland, Paris, France, Copenhagen, Denmark, London, England, Munich, Germany, and Malmö, Sweden, for the big show, the finals in Paris, France, and only 25 skaters qualified.
If it wasn't for the amateurs, like being hungry and like wanting to be a part of this, and like the ASA wouldn't be around. I mean, skating wouldn't be around. The industry wouldn't be here.
I think now that the ASA is having amateur contests, that it's good that the amateurs from Europe has a chance to qualify here in Europe, that they don't have to go all the way to the States.
Some of the most amazing talent is just sitting out there all over the place that don't have the access to come to the States and compete on the amateur circuit out there. So to bring an amateur circuit through Europe, I mean, it's just going to make the sport so much bigger and so much better.
The amateurs, much respect, dude. You know, we need it.
At Roller Fest, in conjunction with the first European stop of the ASA Pro Tour, also got to witness the Italian Amateur Championships. All of Italy's best skaters came out, and Luca Calzamta came away with the victory.
He's on his way to Paris, France for the finals, and we're on our way to Roller Park Sàttel in Switzerland.
Hey, I'm Benny Huber, and welcome to the ASA Amateur Contest in Sàttel.
Some good talent on the vert ramp. On top, Christian Peter.
So I made finals. I really hope so that I can go to Paris.
Lucas will get his wish. He is moving on to Paris, as well as some of the other top European skaters from the Swiss field, including Christian Peter, Ivo Schappi, and the Swiss champion Dominic Beck.
On to Roller Park Avenue in Paris, France, and one of the other strongest fields on the circuit, on one of the largest vert ramps in all of Europe. Anis Ubulale had no problem at 17 years old trying to follow in the footsteps of another great Frenchman, Ty Chris. He placed third, and second, a Spaniard, Fernandez Borja, and in first, Fabrice Viguier. These are the top 3 out of 6 qualifiers up on the vert ramp.
And on the street course, in the tradition of top French skaters like Thierry Lallemand and Wilfried Rossignol, Fabrice Guillon, Jonathan Zana, and Anthony Avila move on to the championships.
A very strong Scandinavian skate scene has been slowly and quietly growing So we find ourselves in Fælleparken Skate Park in downtown Copenhagen for the Danish Championships.
Every country seems to have its own history. Denmark, of course, has Tom Alquist, legendary street skater, and now Casper moves on to the championships.
Off to PlayStation Skate Park, London, England. They've been known for their own sets of pros, including the brothers extraordinaire, Ben and Dean Jagger.
And don't forget Anthony Mackie, Richard Taylor. A lot of top skaters have come from the United Kingdom.
And now on vert, 5 more advance on to the European Championships in Paris, including Doug Peel-Yates.
And on street, Matt King leads a field of top 10 into the championships.
Before we head on to Munich, Germany and the Punica Div Inline Masters, we're going to take a look at the guy who won that last year. He's a member of Team Rollerblade. It's Tobias Bucher.
Rollerblading is fun, you know, and I like fun, and also adrenaline, you know, and this I like, you know, always to find the kick and just to do crazy stuff, you know.
Tobias, I mean, I started with him, you know, when he was really young, and I am really happy when I see him skating because first he's really a great kid. I don't know, you know, he's really cool. I like his way of thinking and everything, and his way of skating is, I think, really complete. You know, he's doing grinds incredible, spin incredible, both way. He really can do everything, and he's like my small brother. So.
Desire to fire, electric spark to the wire. Higher the stakes when we brought this monster life prevail by daring.
I'm a kind of skater who likes to get high, fly high, and to bring out new tricks. You know what I mean? Like to fly high.
Everyone's praised him over the years. He's never really won that much, but he's finally coming into his own.
And Ty was saying, "Oh, what are you doing?" I said, "No, it's a backflip." He said, "What? God, is that?" And I said, "No, it's a backflip." He said, No, it's not true. It's a flat spin." I said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, it's flat spin." And he said, "Yeah, it's a flat spin 360. You are doing over the shoulder 360.
If he's doing a perfect run, I think there's no way for nobody to beat him.
I always try to make it good. Results, you know, but have also fun. Yeah.
Always having fun, the young German Tobias Bucher following the footsteps of Matteo Attanasio, another German. And now we find ourselves in the middle of Olympic Park in Munich, Germany. It's the Punica Div Inline Masters.
Oh!
Wow, going for a double backflip. The amateurs here not holding back at all. They know what's at stake to make their way to Paris.
And you can see the hunger. It's exciting to see the new tricks that these young guys bring to the game. You saw the double backflip. And take a look at this. We're going to take a look at a huge flat spin by one of the top-ranked amateurs out of Germany. And that flat spin, of course, is a trick that Tobias Bucher from Germany pioneered. He invented that trick on the vert ramp. And if you want to be successful on vert, you got to have lip tricks and airs. Take a look at Felix, this year's German champion, reminiscent of Nel Martin, last year's amateur champion on the lip.
Felix Herklatz heads on to Paris. When we come back, the top amateurs from North America, and we go to Sweden.
Vi är strax tillbaka efter reklamen. So where's your favorite place to party?
He's left. Thousands of skaters came out. Only 25 moved on to Paris. We're heading that way quickly. But now it's street in Germany.
When you think of aggressive skating in Europe, a couple of countries seem to be the anchors of that movement. France, of course, and Germany also. Long time has been a powerhouse. A lot of top skaters coming from Germany, including Bruno Louvet. And now a couple of top qualifiers moving out of these amateur championships from Germany. Nicholas Belka and Mark Markowski.
Now we move on to the young, smooth-skinned, well-fed Spice Girls outfit-wearing blonde girl country. It's Malmö, Sweden, and Bygariet Skate Park.
If you're a fan of Swedish sailors, and let's face it, who isn't, you're going to love this next contest.
The final stop on the ASA's European Amateur Circuit. The last chance to qualify. Some big talent on street, including Casper Roldsgaard, Jonathan Johnson, and Johan Henson. If you think about the word rookie, in American street, it has a whole different kind of feeling. Aaron Feinberg, his rookie year, came out and won the X Games on his 16th birthday. He's gone on to become one of the most dominant skaters in the world. Nicky Adams, his rookie year, also came out and won the X Games. Something in the water when it comes to the North Americans. And if you go back even further, young Sean Robertson, in his first ever competition as a pro, he won against a field of 63 other top competitors, and then has gone on to become one of the most solid skaters on the tour. Jaron Grobe, his rookie year last season, redefined what it means to go big. As Rookie of the Year, he took it to a whole new level, and this year became untouchable, finishing the year in second place. Now, as Solomon takes us back, we're going to take a look at the top rookies who qualified in Las Vegas. They're hoping to make that word rookie magic for them as well in 2001. On the vert ramp, the Ambule brothers' young 11-year-old Jeremy came out with some very difficult tricks despite his tiny size. Ethan Anderson came all the way over from Australia. They don't have their own circuit yet, so he came out here to show what he's got, and he qualified to turn pro. Traveling with him to the 2001 Pro Tour is Darren Kitt, fellow countryman. But on top, Joshua Ambule out of Middle Village, New York. Only 14 years old, but this kid ripped on the vert ramp.
Working our way over to the street course. Some of the top skaters in the world are only amateurs, haven't qualified yet for the Pro Tour, now trying to make their way onto it. Jan Vernet from Canada finally made his way into the Pro Tour. Taking a look now at Adam Kilgore, showing off some creative lines on the street course. And all the way from Japan, Soichiro Kaneshima. 12 skaters were qualified pro at the North American Championships because we had 2 skaters who were not from North America, one from Japan. The other coming all the way from Australia. Here we take a look at a Texas skater, Chris Fleener. Huge 720 over the spine, had some of the most exciting stunts of the day. Coming in third place, Alex Broskow. In the top 3 spots, we saw 3 different styles. And we saw some old school stuff with a rocket fish brain. Ian Brown finished second place at the championships. Ian brought that signature Australian style where they worked their way around the course, utilizing every inch of that course, keep the line going, trick after trick. And the theme for the season on the Pro Tour was stunts. Jaron Grobe, Aaron Feinberg, Wilfred Rossignol, all those guys pushing the limits. So Ben Weiss keeps that spirit going in the amateur championships, and he was rewarded for it. Blind 270, backside Farfignu, and then look at these stunts. That's what we're talking about. So Ben Weiss takes first place honors, and he and all the other top 10 finishers will be exciting additions to the 2001 tour.
When we come back, it's Paris, the European Amateur Championships. Welcome back to the road to the ASA European Championships, and we move on to exactly that. Roller Park Avenue, Paris, France. One of the world's greatest skate parks, and each skater will be judged on a 100-point scale, style, creativity, consistency, and difficulty. Just like the pros, we're down to 25 skaters in street and vert trying to make it to the big show. Up first, skating in his home park, it was Fabrice Viguier out of Volzine, France. And while he's still skating on the ramp he feels most comfortable with, and while he skated very well, he'll have to settle with 4th place amongst this stiffer competition. In 3rd place, it was Christian Jenny, representing from Switzerland. He qualified at the Swiss Championships out of Steffensburg, Switzerland. He takes 3rd place with some creative tricks like a fakie 360 flat spin. Fatih Lamine out of Paris, France. This is his hometown. He had some trouble on his first run, but it's only the best of 2 runs that count. He went absolutely huge, tried some big spins, qualified with a 65.50 in 2nd place. But nobody could touch this guy. Dropping in, it's Anis Iboulalem out of Dunkirk, France. He's 18. This kid goes absolutely massive.
So true. Look at how high this guy's going. It's a fine tribute to another Frenchman, Ty Chris, who also happens to be the 2000 world champion. Anis has a big vocabulary of tricks, showing you those upside-down spins. You can tell he spent some time skating with very good skaters, and then just losing a little bit of speed on the 540 over the channel.
If you take a look back, Anis does it, his 720s and his 540s, very much like Matt Salerno, and it doesn't get better than Matt Salerno. He just landed a little bit low, but in time, if he can really get everything all together, land perfectly under the coping, he could be a top pro on the 2001 tour. When we come back, we're going to head to the streets of Paris.
The European Championships has been brought to you by Slim Jim. When you need a little excitement, snap into a beefy, spicy Slim Jim. By Paul Mitchell at fine salons everywhere. Got a problem? See your hairstylist. And by Solomon.
Welcome back. For all that you want to see in skating, whether it be the new shows, whether it be interviews, or anything else that has to do with aggressive inline skating, go to asaskate.com. It's got a little bit of everything.
Hi, I'm Bruno Loh. We're here in ASA, European Amateur Championships in Paris.
At Roller Park Avenue, we're going to head over to the street course from the vert ramp.
All the skaters we're going to take a look at here qualified for the 2001 Pro Tour. We're just going to see what place they qualified in. This is Matt Doherty qualifying in 6th place. He was the highest ranking skater from the United Kingdom.
Pretty gutsy skater. Following him directly by 1 place, Guy Crawford. England making a very strong showing here in the final.
Jonathan Zena from France just missed the top 3 spot, qualifying in 4th place, but he makes it into the Pro Tours. He goes Disaster Soul.
Pretty solid skating from him. And Switzerland, many Swiss skaters here in the final.
Lucas Bergender takes 3rd place. A lot of the skaters you see utilizing the ramp in creative ways, going up the rail, transferring into different quarter pipes.
And Willy Heilmann out of France took 2nd place. Going for a very difficult double variation, but that fall didn't hurt him because it's only the best 1 of 2 runs.
And in 1st place, it's Dominic Beck. He wins the European Amateur Championships, fakie 720 over the box to start it out, straight into the alley-oop topside. Great course set up for these amateur skaters. Really gave them all a chance to shine and showing off that technicality. True spin alley-oop topside Soyal.
Dominic Beck really showed the judges that he knows how to put together a line, and he showed them also that he can not only be technical, but he can also go big as well.
Big over the launch box, big gap transfers. If you want to be competitive nowadays on the Pro Tour, you've got to have all these elements. So Dominic trying to put it all together.
Taking a little analysis, compare him to another pro, Blake Dennis, one of the best pros in the world. They both spin their fakie 7s almost exactly the same, both good landings. A well-deserved European amateur champion. Here's the vert champion and the rest of the guys who qualified, and now we're taking a look at our street dogs. They're going to be on the ASA Pro Tour in 2001. So Swiss skater Dominic Beck leads the street, and on vert, it's Anis Iboulalem out of Dunkirk, France.
All these accomplishments are made all the more sweet when you consider they are risking serious injury out there. The Slim Jim Beef of the Week reminds us of that. Congratulations to all of our European amateur skaters, and we look forward to welcoming the new crop of rookies next year on the 2001 Pro Tour.
This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com.
I've been keeping rappers in check.